Absolutely. Absolutely.
But life is about love, not too much more after that. I mean, that's nothing I've seen lately, but
I agree. Hi, Eric.
Hi, you are so beautiful. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I know you're in a hurry too. You're heading to Dubai, so I'm gonna.
We're good. Let's talk.
Okay.
I love this movie. I love Joe.
Awesome.
I love it. All right.
Awesome. Yes.
We had a lot when we were.
That's amazing. I just asked Joe, how does this recognition from the International Film Festival, ARPA, and our upcoming Fort Lauderdale Film Festival, how does this recognition shape the impact you hope the film will have on audience, especially in South Florida?
Well, we hope it'll be huge. There's a big retirement community down there, so lots of age, there's lots of dementia, there's lots of forgetfulness. So we hope this film will make everybody smile about it and understand it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And you know, with Miami's strong multicultural roots, how will this movie's portrayal of Greek culture and the family dynamics resonate with the local community?
Well, Greeks are the most loyal people on the planet, pretty much. So we have that magnet, and they're just a lovable group. They're lovable, and they're fun, and they're rowdy.
Well, that's the authenticity of, it's very close to the Italians, to the Jews, which is, Miami and South Florida has a large population of. So they should all be able to relate to it because it's La Familia. It's about your family. It's about loved ones and how you treat them when you have this. I was really taken by the response because it's really a beautiful love story. Something we need now. Something a lot more than some of the stuff that's out there.
Absolutely. And just tell me a little bit, if you guys can both take turns. I know, Joe, you briefly told me about your character, but tell me a little bit more about your character, Joe and Eric.
You want to go first, Eric? Go ahead.
I'll let you go because they overlap. So you're going to talk about both of us.
So he's a Greek diner owner, and he's has a family and his wife. They own a diner, and little by little, she starts to notice that he's losing his memory. And then one day, he locks himself in the car and can't figure out how to get out. And the keys are really on top of the car. So he goes upstairs and he's sitting in his bedroom and he starts hearing this newscaster because he's always had a fascination with the kind of talk shows. And the TV starts talking to him, and it's Eric. And I turn around and I look at the TV and he goes, "Hey, Yianni, how you doing?" And I said, "Hey, who are you?" And we strike up this conversation, and that's how we get into the part of the character where he imagines himself as a late night talk show host. And then ironically, what happens is his wife, when he knows as the disease keeps progressing, she goes through the church and says, "What did the saint say?" I don't know the guy too well, but the saint said I should, make some coffee. So she opens the diner on the porch of her house, and ironically, Eric shows up as the newscaster to do a story on it. People just love it. People love that scene. It's just really fun, It's very touching.
Wow. Do you have anything else to add, Eric?
Well, I make lots of movies, and I love making movies like I love my wife all day, every day. But this movie was so much fun to make, and it's so important because of the subject matter. And we're all middle-aged or older, and we're getting these parents that are ancient now, and they're having trouble functioning, and they're having trouble getting old. It's hard to get old. It's not graceful.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another thing that people don't realize. It doesn't just affect old people. There's people in their 40s that are experiencing dementia. And it's every day it seems to be spread wider and wider all over the world. So Eric's right. It's a subject matter that touches many, many millions and millions of people.
Well, that being said and understood, it's an important film in that you don't just grow old and go away. You go with all kinds of issues, and you have to deal with them so the oncoming generation is prepared for when they get old. It's just a hand-me-down, and you have to hand me down. You have to be a part of the process, and you have to be sweet about it, because none of us get away with it. We all have to go.
Absolutely. That's absolutely. Yes. So, and also, like, the film explores themes of memory and legacy. As seasoned actors with diverse careers, what does this narrative mean to each of you personally?
Well, it's like my relationship with Joe. It is a sincere, honest, kind, talent-driven, loyal-driven relationship. I love this man like I love my family. And really, that's why I made the movie. And then as I'm making the movie, I realized what an important film it is. This is an important film. This is one of the most important films I've ever made. And I've made lots of really good movies.
Yes, he has.
Both of you, yes.
Well, Eric's the great movies of our generation, you know. Great actor. And really fun to work with, and I love him too. And, you know, what's exciting about it is, like you said, and I agree with everything he said, to make something that's not just a movie, an action movie, or, you know, a comedy, to make a movie that has real substance about something and real relationships that people can watch and really relate to, it's very satisfying as an artist. It really is.
And especially now, we have a whole generation going through this together. We understand it as a group. We understand that all of us in our late 50s, early to late 60s, all have parents that are in their 80s and 90s. And that's the end of life. And we all see that. And it's just so moving and so...
And you, at that point too, there's a lot of funny stuff in this movie.
Yeah, there is.
A lot of funny stuff where Eric comes up to the house and, you know, in his dementia, what was interesting about this character having dementia is that, and the biggest challenge is you go in and out of it. You know, sometimes you're in a dementia, you have no idea who you're talking to or where you are. And then sometimes you become, you know, totally coherent. So when he comes up, I finally look at him and I said, "How'd you get out of the TV?" The audience cracked up. Anyway, yeah, it's very satisfying because, again, it's about something, not just some action movie or some, you know, it's just really touching, you know, and I'm really proud of it.
Absolutely. And thinking about scenes, for South Florida viewers who are unfamiliar with, you know, dementia or the Greek family traditions, are there any particular scenes or moments in the film that capture the essence of this condition or the Greek heritage?
Oh, the whole movie does very subtly. Yeah, it doesn't bang you on the head with it, but it is present. It's a constant feeling.
Yeah. Listen, it doesn't matter whether you're Greek, Irish, German, you know, Spanish, Italian. Family is family, man. Family is family. Family comes first. Love is important. That's what that's one of the messages in the movie. And that's why I feel proud of it. I really do.
Well, you know, the Beatles said it best. All you need is love.
That's right.
This movie's about that.
There'll never be another group like that.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, guys. If you guys have any last things to say, that would be great too. I know you guys are in a hurry.
So beautiful. You should be a movie star.
Well, I mean, it is my passion too. Besides, this is my 9 to 5, but the performing arts is my passion for sure. So,
you're pretty.
Thank you.
Well done, Mom and Dad.
Thank you. I'll let them know for sure. Thank you so much.
Good as you look, you're gonna go far.
Thank you.
just beautiful.